My child, before you move on with your day, stay with me for just a little longer. Do not rush past this moment. I know your mind has been carrying many questions. I know there are prayers you stopped talking about because you became tired of waiting. You smiled in front of people while hiding battles they could never see. But nothing about your story has been hidden from me. I have watched every step. I have heard every prayer. I have collected every tear. There has never been a single day when my eyes were not upon you. You may believe that nothing has changed, but that is only because you have been looking at the surface. Long before a tree appears above the ground, its roots grow where no one can see them. In the same way, I have been working beneath the surface of your life. What seems quiet is not empty. What seems delayed is not forgotten. I have never stopped preparing the future I promised you. Many times you asked me why certain doors remained closed. You thought I was withholding something good from you. But my child, I was protecting you from accepting something smaller than what I had prepared. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Not every delay is rejection. Sometimes my greatest act of love is keeping you from walking through a door that would have brought pain instead of peace. Trust me even when you cannot understand my timing. You see one page. I see the entire story. You see today's struggle. I already see tomorrow's victory. Do not measure my faithfulness by how quickly your circumstances change. Measure it by the countless times I carried you through moments that should have broken you. Remember the nights when you thought you could not continue. Yet somehow you found the strength to stand again. That strength came from me. Remember the disappointments that once felt unbearable. Some of them later became the very reason you were protected from greater sorrow. That was my hand. Even when you could not recognize it, I was leading you. I know waiting has tested your heart. Waiting is never easy. Questions become louder. Fear tries to convince you that I have forgotten. But my promises do not expire because time has passed. What I speak remains true. Some answers arrive quickly. Others require preparation. A builder does not place the roof before the foundation is ready. In the same way, I prepare your heart before I place greater responsibility into your hands. What I give you, I want to remain. I am not interested in giving you temporary joy that disappears tomorrow. I desire to build something lasting. So do not compare your journey with anyone else's. The road I have prepared for you is unique. Another person's season is not your calendar. Keep walking with me. One faithful step is better than 100 anxious ones. As you stay close to me, you will notice something changing inside you before you notice it around you. Your thoughts will become calmer. Your heart will become steadier. Your faith will become stronger. This inner work is preparing you for the outer blessings that are still ahead. Do not ignore the quiet moments I give you each day. Those moments are where I strengthen your heart. The world teaches you to hurry. I teach you to trust. The world tells you to depend only on what you can see. I invite you to believe what I have spoken even before you see it. Faith grows when you continue walking with me despite unanswered questions. There is peace waiting for you that circumstances cannot produce. There is strength waiting for you that success cannot give. There is joy waiting for you that no disappointment can steal. All of these are found in my presence. So come to me each day. Bring me your worries instead of carrying them alone. Bring me your fears instead of allowing them to control you. Bring me your future instead of trying to force every answer by your own strength. I have never asked you to carry tomorrow by yourself. I have only asked you to trust me today. As you do, you will discover that every day of obedience becomes another step toward the purpose I prepared long before you were born. Do not lose heart. Do not stop believing. Do not allow temporary disappointment to become permanent unbelief. Your story is still being written. The chapter you are living today is not the final chapter. I am the author of your life, and I always finish what I begin. So lift your eyes once again. Walk forward with confidence. Keep your heart open. Remain faithful in the small things. And when my timing becomes visible, you will understand that not a single day of waiting was wasted. If this message has spoken to your heart, write Amen as your declaration of faith, and let your heart rest in my promises today. There is something I want you to understand about the season you are living in. You have been asking me to change your circumstances, but before I transform what is around you, I often strengthen what is within you. A heart that learns to trust me in the waiting will not lose its peace when the blessing finally arrives. Many people believe that because they cannot see movement, nothing is happening. That has never been true. A seed beneath the soil appears lifeless, yet every day it is reaching deeper before it ever reaches higher. The hidden season is not a wasted season. It is the season where lasting growth begins. The same is true for your life. While you have been wondering when the answer will come, I have been arranging details you cannot yet see. Conversations have taken place without your knowledge. Circumstances have quietly shifted. Paths that once seemed impossible have slowly begun to open. Nothing in my plan happens by accident. Every step has a purpose. Every delay has meaning. Even when events appear confusing, I remain completely aware of where they are leading. Do not allow frustration to convince you that I have forgotten my promises. What I have spoken over your life is still alive. The passage of time has not weakened my power. The waiting has not reduced my love. If anything, it has prepared you to receive with greater wisdom, greater gratitude, and deeper faith. Think about the lessons you have learned through difficult seasons. Years ago, certain disappointments would have destroyed your peace. Today they no longer control your heart the way they once did. That is growth. That is my work within you. Strength is not built during easy moments. It is formed when you continue trusting even while answers remain hidden. There will come a day when you look back and realize that every difficult season was quietly preparing you for something greater than you imagined. Until then, continue walking faithfully. Do not allow fear to write conclusions that I have never spoken. Do not allow doubt to become louder than my promises. Instead, return to my presence each day with a willing heart. Peace will guide you better than panic ever could. Wisdom will protect you better than haste ever will. Stay close to me, and when the right moment arrives, you will not need to force the door open. It will open exactly when it should. Do not be afraid of the future simply because you cannot see it clearly today. You were never asked to know every step before taking the first one. You were only asked to trust the one who already knows the destination. There will be moments when life presents choices that seem equally appealing. One path may promise immediate results, while another requires patience. Never mistake speed for direction. What comes from me does not need fear to force your decision. My guidance brings confidence, even when the road ahead is unfamiliar. When your heart is filled with peace, protect that peace. Do not trade it for pressure. Do not surrender it to worry. Peace is one of the clearest gifts I place within those who walk closely with me. There will always be voices competing for your attention. Some will tell you to depend only on yourself. Others will encourage you to follow the crowd. But I have called you to walk a different path. Listen carefully before you act. Pray before you speak. Seek wisdom before making decisions that could shape your future. The smallest act of obedience today can become the beginning of blessings you never imagined. Do not underestimate the value of faithfulness in ordinary moments. Great victories are often built through small choices repeated every day. Continue showing kindness even when others do not. Continue forgiving even when it feels difficult. Continue praying even when answers seem delayed. Continue believing even when circumstances try to convince you otherwise. Every step of obedience strengthens your foundation. Every moment spent with me renews your heart. Nothing invested in faith is ever wasted. As you move forward, release the weight of yesterday. Do not carry old failures into the new season I am leading you toward. I have already given you grace for today. Receive it with gratitude. Walk forward with confidence instead of regret. The road ahead will have challenges, but you will not face them alone. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. When you need wisdom, I will guide your thoughts. When you feel uncertain, I will remain faithful because my character never changes. Keep your eyes on me more than your circumstances. Keep your heart anchored in my promises instead of your fears. The future I have prepared is not built on uncertainty but on my faithfulness. Take one step at a time. Trust one day at a time. And as you continue walking with me, you will discover that what once looked impossible has become another testimony of my goodness. Amen.